What's up, YouTube? It is it's your boy Kai. I mean, damn, Kai Dawson. Same thing. Oh, we finna get to his reaction. Amber Alert team indicted for murdering man met online. Police. Okay. Not gonna say who she looked like, but she know. That's all I'm gonna say. But man, that's crazy. Let's see if this bitch is crazy.
A 17-year-old who was the subject of an
Oh
Amber
wow, she's 17. Oh.
Alert is charged with the capital murder of a man she met online. We bring on attorney and retired judge Fanon Rucker. Welcome to Sidebar, presented by Law and Crime. I'm Jesse Weber. Okay, over now to Texas, where 17-year-old Natalie Navarro, who had been the subject of an Amber Alert, has now been indicted for capital murder. She is accused of shooting to death 21-year-old Arturo Pena, a man she reportedly met online, and did this while she was in the process of or attempting to rob him. Let me bring back in attorney and retired judge Fanon Rucker.
Wait, hold on. You trying to rob, bro. How bro died to the girl, bro? How he ain't suspect that she was on some... Alright, bro, I ain't finna say.
Always great to have the judge back here on Sidebar. So Navarro...
Because, like, if it was me, bro, that bitch would have had so many hollows in her face. This shit ain't even funny. It's like, I would have been on the... You know what I'm saying? On some real nigga shit. Because, like, that shit crazy, bro. You gotta pick right females. You can't pick skeptical. God should see through it, my boy.
allegedly meets Pena online, had a plan to rob him, and in fact, I don't know, recruited or hired an accomplice, 21-year-old Yordi Martinez, a man she also met online. And while Navarro told police that she hasn't met Martinez in person until the night of the murder, police indicate they're not really sure that is true. Just overall, is this a danger of online activity? I mean, all the different players connected with online activity?
This is scary. I mean, this is scary for so many reasons, and not the least of which is because how technologically engaged our society is. How many times do we hear about cases where somebody buys something on a marketplace or online, and people were there to set them up and rob them when they get there, or relationships people being catfished and they end up, being assaulted or even being killed when they go to meet the person who they've been speaking with all these times and looking at a picture online. This is scary stuff, but I think it's consistent with what we've heard so many times before.
I thought it was really interesting how they said they couldn't confirm that she hadn't met her accomplice in person before that. That's kind of gives you an indication. Maybe she's not a reliable narrator. Maybe there's something else going on here. I want to talk about capital murder in Texas. So I read the statute, section 1903 of the Texas Code, and it says the person intentionally commits the murder in the course of committing or attempting to commit robbery. That is the aggravating circumstance that this murder happened during the course of another felony, right? And how tough is it to prove capital murder under these circumstances?
Well, um, it's going to be all dependent on what the other witness says, unless she admitted it herself. I mean, but normally, if you don't have the money or the items that were robbed, that were stolen from that person, it's an attempted robbery. And if it's an attempted robbery, do you have video? Do you have, text messages and emails to other people after the fact? Or do you have an accomplice saying, hey, look here, I'm not trying to get the death penalty. So let me tell you what actually happened. You want my phone? You don't even need to search one. I'll give you the messages where she was trying to recruit me, because I'm sure law enforcement has gone to this other person and said, look, she recruited you in. Fortunately, you didn't take part in that, but she tried to get you here. So just let us know. We want to know, and we'll make a deal with you that you won't have to suffer the most severe consequences that she's going to get when we prove our case beyond a reasonable doubt. I mean, I'm sure that's the conversation.
They seemingly had no connection before, and the idea that
And she lying, bro. She knew that nigga before, bro. She just trying to, you feel what I'm saying? Cover it up a little bit, but she knew that nigga before this shit happened. Come on now, this shit was playing this obvious, bro. Why would she just try to rob the nigga, then kill the nigga to death? It's like if you got the gun, you know he ain't got a gun. If the robbery didn't go through, all she had to do was kill, killed the nigga. So it's like, feel me?
That she was setting this up to rob him and then kill him. That makes sense according to the prosecution's narrative. For the defense, they're going to have to completely reverse it if they want to get rid of this capital murder charge that the killing. First, they're probably going to say that she didn't do it or try to cast doubt on that. But to say that it wasn't a murder committed for the purposes or during the commission of a robbery, that's going to be tricky. Now, I want to talk about the punishment. So, my understanding, and correct me if I'm wrong, the death penalty wouldn't be on the table for her, but in Texas, adults convicted of capital murder, they would have faced the death penalty or life in prison. But that doesn't seem an option for juveniles in capital murder cases in Texas because juveniles convicted of capital murder under Section 1231 of the Texas Penal Code. So if you're under the age of 18, which she was, and you are certified to stand trial as an adult in Texas and convicted of capital murder, she would receive an automatic life sentence with the possibility of parole after 40 years. But if she's not certified and she is convicted of capital murder, then she would face a, quote, determinate sentence with a maximum punishment of 40 years in prison. And a judge would or a jury would set the number of years. So walk me through how this could play out, because at the time of this recording, I don't know if she's been certified as an adult, meaning she would be tried as an adult, but walk me through, you think the chances that would happen and what a potential punishment could be if she's convicted.
Well, regarding the chances of that happening, it depends on what information the grand jury hears. It depends on what additional. She might argue that this was self-defense, and there may be some attendant circumstances which suggest that he got there and and he tried to advance on her, and there was something that happened, and so she, who knows? And if those are the circumstances that would mitigate what occurred here, then it would raise the specter that she would not be certified. But it would also then, for a consequence standpoint, if that could be proved that this was self-defense or it wasn't as it appeared, this was a potential relationship going wrong. This other guy was, it was a three-part whatever. That would also then mitigate the ultimate outcome. So when we're talking about 40 years, obviously it would be much less than that, depending on what the facts are. Now, if she is certified, again, 25, a life sentence with parole after 40 years, that would mean that at least the credible evidence that supports the idea that she now is being tried as an adult supports that this was, in fact, a heinous attempted robbery or some other unprovoked, unnecessary, non defense act that took place. And the strong.
Nigga, but it sound like a whole bunch of dotted up bullshit. The girl tried to rob the nigga, killed him. That's it. She going to jail. It's that simple, bro. I don't know why he keep if this and bro dead, bro. He can't defend himself.
Strongest and most severe consequences would be appropriate.
And by the way, it's been reported that she is cooperating with law enforcement and says that the plan was to rob Pena, but it was Martinez who killed him. So again, another case where you have a.
That would make sense. So if he killed her, they already know each other. They talking about they met online and seen each other for the first time the night of the murder. If that happened, y'all some stupid motherfuckers. But I ain't stupid. Them niggas been knowing each other and they trying to dawdle it up, trying to make it sound soft. You know what I'm saying? And she pop perks, shit in her eyes. I don't know about him. He do drugs too. But look at her eyes and how pale she is and how skinny she is. She pop perks. So all I know is that, yeah, they killed bro.
Her putting the blame on her alleged accomplice, who hasn't been apprehended, by the way, at the time.
Because, and I know why she blaming him. She blaming him because it was his idea to kill the nigga. I feel like they both was in on just robbing, bro, trying to get a good lick. You feel me? Scaring with the gun. And his dumb ass probably shot bro on accident or some stupid shit. And then they just had to face him. I would think that. I would go with that. You feel me? But ain't no telling, bro.
This recording. What do you think about this?
Well, absent individuals and deceased don't tell stories. I mean, we talk about the evidence telling their stories and their absence, but if the person who they're looking at for a severe consequence is the accomplice, and it can help her to say that he's actually, and he's not there to say, whoa, 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 that's not true. Um, it makes her position stronger because she's the only one there and actually making a statement. And unless he comes back or unless he's found,
Found. So y'all don't even got this nigga. So y'all got her, but y'all can't find him. That's why she over here talking about he did it. Cause she caught, he not.
then it's easy to point the finger at a person who's not pointing back.
By the way, real quick, legally, if she was there but didn't actually commit the murder herself, could she still be convicted of murder if she's part of the plot to rob him? Or is it, because I always thought it was like, you know, even the getaway driver in a robbery could be convicted of the murder if someone gets killed during a robbery.
That's right. That's absolutely correct.
Right.
We learned black letter law in law school. Whoever supports, advises, encourages, motivates, or assists another in committing an offense is liable as if they had committed the offense themselves.
Right.
So, of course, if she participated, if she planned it, if she assisted, if she provided the gun, if she provided the transportation to get there, if she came up with it, she would be just as liable as he would be for the murder for her participation. But then the question is not the legal responsibility. The question is the consequence for her participation.
Sure, that's fair.
That would be the difference.
And I mentioned before that what makes this case not only disturbing but unique is that the way she was apprehended, there was an Amber Alert for her. Her family had reported her missing. An Amber Alert was issued for her, and they later located her near the Mexican border. They took her into custody. Is that standard that an Amber Alert like this leads to an arrest? I don't think I've heard a case like that before.
Well, not usually the arrest of the person who they're looking for.
Right. No.
Normally the person who
I
they say they're
mean,
with.
but she is 17 though. You feel me? She probably was in shock. What the fuck else she gonna do? If she ain't really in the streets for real, you feel me?
But no, that's certainly unusual. That you're searching for what you think could be a victim, and the victim turns out to be a perpetrator, alleged perpetrator of a very serious crime. Very unusual.
But the Amber Alert that's issued, that helps. I mean, in a case like this, it would help to ultimately locate the person. Does it create kind of different resources than normally putting law enforcement on alert to try to find a suspect? Is there any advantages to going forward with an Amber Alert that she might not have been found otherwise?
Well, obviously, an Amber Alert is was set up nationally to assist in locating individuals in the heat of their time missing. And it recognizes from a law enforcement perspective that the sooner and the greater amount of attention that you place on someone after they've gone missing within those first few hours, the greater the likelihood they're going to be recovered. Statistics say there's some actually involved in a lawsuit where that's kind of an issue. And so, yeah, putting resources on an Amber Alert or other public notification, whether it's a BOLO, be on the lookout, or going on the news, and any type of attention that you place on a missing person, sure, those resources assist in locating them quickly.
By the way, so we talked about that Martinez hasn't been caught. If he is, that may change this case a lot with what he says or chooses not to say. Police are asking anybody with information regarding his whereabouts to contact the Garland Police.
Man, I see, bro. I don't know nothing. You hear me? I don't know nothing.
Department at 972-485-4840. And let me just leave this conversation with this point. Going back to the victim, Arturo Pena, a GoFundMe has been set up.
All right, that's the end of this video, bro. Long live, bro.
Me on, it's always great to see you.
Yeah. Long live, bro. That's what's cool with this video, bro. If you enjoyed this video, bro, hit that like button, hit that sub button. Until next time, peace and blessings. Y'all stay blessed. Stay prayed up, man. Yeah. And if you want to watch me, look in the description. Tune in.